Hey y'all. Okay, so this is part three of review of a character. We were talking about Bethany. I left off, and y'all forgive me for shaking. I'm trying to prop this uh device up. I left off talking to y'all last time about. I left off talking about how she acted in Montana. Uh, at the pending birth of Larry's first grandchild, his son, who I didn't tell y'all his age. The son is 26. uh he is a new father, and they traveled up last month to Montana to attend the birth of Jaden's son. Well, okay, the last thing I think I told y'all was when Bethany went and had eavesdropped on Larry and Lynette having a discussion about whether Lynette should have said something to Larry. I'm sorry, should have said something to Jaden about getting married to Kaylee. All right, so I find it odd that a lot of people don't think about talking to their children or whoever about marriage until after the babies have been conceived and born. Why not have those conversations when they start dating somebody and you see it's getting serious? Start having those conversations about getting married before the baby's born. But that's a whole nother rant for another time. Uh, but I'm gonna try to make this short. Uh, and yes, I'm sitting in the car. It's dark. Out with my daughter. She's trying to take care of some important business. Y'all pray for my family. Um, we need a lot of prayer right now. A lot of prayer. But anyway, um, I keep watching the door for my daughter to come out. Anyway, um, Bethany eavesdropped on the conversation. Then the next day is when Jaden tells his mom, Lynette, that he talked to Bethany. Well, Jaden was kind of okay with the conversation, but Jaden didn't know the premise of Bethany speaking to him, which was that she eavesdropped on the conversation. Now, Lynette got upset because that was, in her opinion, that was not Bethany's place to talk to her and Larry's son, meaning Lynette. Bethany didn't have the right. It wasn't her place to talk to Lynette and Larry's son about marriage and this, that, and the other. That was not her place. Bethany feels like it was her place because she's the stepmom. But the other side of that is Bethany don't really have a relationship with Jaden, because when she married Jaden's dad, Jaden was already 18 years old and off to college. He left there and he went overseas to Australia to play basketball. Bethany has had little to no interaction with Jaden, especially not the kind where she's developed a relationship where she can be talking to him about that. Okay? Plus, she doesn't like his mother. So why are you even talking to him? You don't like his mama. You don't respect his mama. And so Lynette immediately got upset about it. But right as Larry, Bethany, and Brooke arrived from the hotel, they arrived to the house. Kaylee has a contraction, and it's a pretty bad one, so they have to rush out the door to get her to the hospital. Well, they were there all day. It ended up being a false alarm. Body just preparing for labor. So when they get back to the house, Lynette goes ahead and takes the opportunity to speak with Bethany, and she started out. Okay, first of all, let me say this for people that's going to go back and watch the skits because I done told y'all about it. Let me say this. Lynette's personality is that she's stern, she's straight to the point, no punches pulled. She comes across as aggressive. But that's just who she is. She's a no-nonsense person. I knew that the moment I first saw her. She's a no-nonsense person. She doesn't, she's not trying to spare your feelings. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and it is what it is. So Lynette tries to speak with Bethany and begins to tell Bethany how out of line she was for speaking with Jaden. That was not her place. That was not her business. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, in this conversation, the first mistake Bethany made was when she started talking and saying one of these things that she always does is want to talk about her family. This is her family, and that she loves everybody, and if she wants to say something, and she starts naming off who she can talk to. And what she makes the mistake of saying, and Kaylee, and when she does that, Kaylee's mom speaks up and cuts her off and said, hold on, you won't leave my baby out of this. Don't you dare mention Kaylee. Because now the thing is, okay, let me say this, because I told y'all who everybody was in Larry's immediate family, but I didn't tell y'all who Kaylee is. Kaylee, when you look at her, you see a young lady who maybe has Caucasian features and maybe African American features and maybe Native American features. We don't really rightly know. But her parents, when they first walked in, when Bethany and them meets her parents, two white people walk in. The husband and wife, the mom and dad, are white. You look at them, and then you look at Kaylee, they don't match, okay? The parents don't match the child, and she's looking, and Bethany makes a mistake. Fix this so y'all can see. She makes a mistake of doing this here when she's talking, when she's greeting them. So Kaylee's mom immediately said, oh, we adopted her. And she shares her story that they were trying to get pregnant after a few years of it not happening. They decided to adopt. Kaylee was born. They got her right away. They brought her home from the hospital. That's to try to ease the tension, because when Bethany did that, you got these black people in here and you got these white people, and you're white and you're doing that. They wanted you to know right away, we're not racist. So if you come in with the racist stuff, this ain't the place for you. Okay, so then she continues by asking what kind of work do they do. Well, Kaylee mom says that she's a teacher at the school, local school. And here's the second thing. The dad says that he's a state trooper for the state of Montana. Oh God, that's when he found out that this is a Karen who likes to weaponize calling the police. Because she said, oh, well, that's good to know that, just in case, that everybody is going to be safe here. That's good to know that you, and everybody's like, what do you mean? Like, even they are like, everything is safe here. There's no danger here. And Larry, she said, well, I mean, that Kaylee and the baby are going to be okay. They're going to be safe. And Larry says they got Jaden. He passed Jaden in the chest. She said, well, I'm talking about if Jaden's at work, gone to work, whatever. And Kaylee's parents is looking at her like, I know she's not saying what I think she's saying and stuff like that. So then Lynette says, Bethany, do you not feel safe here? She said, no, I'm not saying that. She absolutely was saying that. She got excited. And she felt now, not only were the girl's parents white, but they were also law enforcement. So now I can start the stuff. I'm going to be protected because this man is not, this police officer can't let nothing happen to me. Lynette has told me she going to beat me up, but I ain't got to worry about her beating me up now because the cops is on site. Okay. So now I had to put that in there. So let's go back over to when they having the talk, and she tries to involve Kaylee in the conversation. Kaylee's mom has to check her. Mind you, when this is going on, Kaylee's dad said police officer, state trooper, is in the back in his room with the door closed. So he's not hearing any of this. Well, Lynette finally gives Bethany the floor for her to talk, to speak back or whatever. And Bethany has this thing where she crosses her arm, one arm under the other, and she does this. When that's her tail, that lets you know she getting ready to start some mess. She walks because she was already standing over by a chair at the table, but she walks out into the open. That's that's saying, I'm finna say something. I know that's gonna piss you off, and I'm walking out here because I dare you to hit me. I dare you to do anything. That's what that's saying. Okay? So as she's talking and got her hand under her chin like this, she walks out and she proceeds to talk ugly about Lynette's culture. She proceeds to talk about talk ugly about dream catchers, which is an artifact of Native American culture, almost a part of their religious artifacts, if you will. I mean, she goes in. Now, Lynette then becomes angry and she begins yelling and she's telling her she better shut her mouth or she knock her teeth down her throat, this, that, and other. Lynette doubles down. Bethany doubles down, triples down, keeps talking. Before you know it, Lynette takes her right hand, her right fist, to Bethany's left eyeball. Okay, left eye. And then Bethany falls flat back, and Lynette gets on top of her, and she starts just pounding on her. She's beating her. We don't promote violence. We don't promote violence. We don't promote violence. But I'm here to say Bethany deserved that. And as time goes on, we're talking about a character. As time goes on, she deserves even more. Because since that time, other stuff has happened. Okay? So they pull Lynette off of Bethany. And Bethany keeps going. She's got this grin on her face. Looking at that evil grin like, gotcha. And Kaylee's dad is trying to tell them to calm down. I don't want to have to arrest y'all. He's making it known he's gonna have, if he arrests one, he's gonna have to arrest both. And he doesn't want to have to do that because that's not what this visit is supposed to be about. Y'all are guests in my home. Just cut it out. Everybody's asking them to be quiet. Bethany keeps saying stuff which keeps antagonizing Lynette. They're literally physically having to hold Lynette because Lynette is still trying to get to her. Brooke asks her what's funny. Brooke asks Bethany what's funny. Lynette, Brooke Bethany tries to tell Brooke to shut her mouth and stay in a child's place, and that starts Lynette up again. Because all Brooke wanted to know was what was funny, just in case she missed it. But at the same token, why are you laughing? These people are asking you to stop. Okay, so then there's another point where they've asked her several times to leave, and she started talking. She's demanding that the trooper, that she wants to press charges. And he told her he's not arresting anybody. She said, I'm not trying to arrest anybody. I want you. You don't have to arrest her, but you do have to take my statement. I'm pressing charges. You do have to do it. You do have. And he said, no, I don't. And so she keeps trying to push it. So then Kaylee's mom says, if you press charges on her, I'm going to press trespassing charges on you. At that point, Bethany's still running her mouth, but she goes to get her coat so she can leave. Because now they're letting you know that, no, you're not going to press charges on this woman, not without you getting charges pressed on you. So, because it wouldn't have happened, you were not invited. So you trespassed, and you wouldn't have got jumped if you'd have just shut your mouth. Or if you'd have stayed home in Atlanta, this wouldn't happen. Okay, so I don't know how, I guess because I can just talk. I keep running. I want to cut it off at 15 minutes, but I'm going to finish this one because I'm going to come with another one later. But anyway, so the next morning, they get to the hotel and da-da-da-da. So the next morning, she decides she's going back to Atlanta. Brooke says, well, I'm going with you. What she didn't know, the only reason Brooke went to Montana was because her brother called her and asked her to come and try to babysit Bethany. Okay? Brooke decides to go home because she has a boyfriend. She wants to go home. She's missing school. It's her senior year. She's an honor student. She wants to go back home. So she goes back home. But the whole time, that when they're in the airport, Brooke is talking to her. Brooke is telling her where she's wrong. And she's telling her that you caused this on yourself. All you had to do was stop talking. All you had to do was, you shouldn't have even came on the trip. Now you're not ever welcome back into Montana. I think they have trespassed you in the whole state. Blah, 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 blah. She's snapping at Brooke. Now, back at the night at the fight, when she putting on a coat getting ready to go, she snaps at Brooke again. When she does that, Larry takes Brooke and sweeps her over behind him. Now, I got a lot of feelings on that. Like I said, that's gonna be another one. Fast forward a couple of weeks, over the last couple of weeks, Bethany been trying to figure out how to press charges on Lynette and save her marriage because her husband had told her if she press charges on Lynette and Lynette gets arrested, that he will get Lynette out of jail and that she's going to have a real problem with him. He's let her know that their marriage is pretty much going to be over if she has the mother of his son arrested and this and other. Well, fast forward, she has since done a plum de fool where Brooke is concerned. And now Brooke has left home and does not want to return. That's going to be in another video. Again, as before, like, comment, share. If you like the if you like the content, let me know that by liking, sharing, and commenting. If you don't like it, still comment and let me know that you don't like it. Be nice, but let me know why you don't like it. Okay? Because I want to do content, but I need to know if people don't like what I'm doing, why they don't like it. And offer suggestions on what you think I could do better. We're going to do subscription later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. If you subscribe to my channel, great. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you don't, God bless you. But please comment. If you like the content, comment, like, and share. If you don't like the content, please comment. And you can even share it because somebody else may like the content and be able to explain to you why they like it better than you can explain to me why you don't like it. Until I give my next review, it looks like I'm going to be on Bethany a minute. Until I give my next review, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.